Today in PA is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where you can now get $400 off every window and $800 off every door through the end of the month. Wowza. That's at $0 down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Drop a line to 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals to get on this deal now. Pennsylvania may be facing a potato shortage. Meanwhile, part of I-95 is set to close next month. People are pretty over self-checkout, and he's a rare bird indeed. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Penn State researchers have identified pathogen strains that may pose a threat to Pennsylvania's potatoes, reports PennLive. These researchers collected a bunch of potato stems, or tubers, from 26 fields around the state that were showing symptoms of something called black leg or soft rot, a bacteria-caused disease that could lead to crop loss. On the bright side, Professor of Bacterial Systematics and Plant Pathology at the College of Agricultural Sciences, Carol Lee Bull, says it's a good thing that this rot has been identified. Officials can now locate, quantify, and monitor the situation in order to better understand how best to handle it. Part of I-95 will be closed next month, reports Y. But not for too long, thankfully, just a few days. This northbound section located between Chestnut and Walnut Streets in Philadelphia will undergo construction between the evening of February 3rd through the early morning hours of Monday, February 5th. It's actually the first of 4 closures that come part of the I-95 CAP project, which is looking to connect the Old City neighborhood to the Delaware River waterfront at Penn's Landing by 2028. People are pretty much over self-checkout, states CBS Local Philadelphia. Research from Drexel University did a bit of a deep dive into self-checkout at stores, something that, as this podcast previously covered, is becoming an issue on the corporate side of things. On the customer side, according to the research, people are starting to feel less loyal at stores who have them use self-checkout. Interacting with a human cashier even makes someone more likely to come back to that store too. Regular checkouts featuring humans also make people feel like they're getting the service they're entitled to. Self-checkout, though, just puts extra effort into the whole experience. Researchers suggested at the end of the study for stores to convince customers self-checkout is worth it by offering them rewards, like more savings. How do you guys feel about self-checkout? Let me know. Today in PA at PennLive.com. He's a rare bird indeed, says Philly Voice. A painted bunting is a species of bird that's part of the cardinal family, and which typically calls the southern U.S., Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central America its home. Which is why when this super pretty, super colorful bird was spotted in Bartram's garden in Philadelphia over the weekend, bird lovers got very excited. People flocked from all around just to catch a glimpse of this guy, both puzzled and delighted at the bird's presence in a Philly park. And really, they're gorgeous birds, and this guy looked like he was hamming it up for the camera almost. That's all for today. For more news, check out PennLive.com. Also, please don't forget to rate this podcast on either Apple or Amazon, and to email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com with any thoughts you may have. Thanks ahead of time, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll talk during Friday's episode of Today in PA. Today in PA is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where you can now get $400 off every window and $800 off every door through the end of the month. Wowza. That's at $0 down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Drop a line to 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals to get on this deal now.